With that, let me turn to Senator Coons.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you to the witnesses here today. This is the first Defense Appropriations Subcommittee hearing of fiscal year 2026. It is very unusual to hold a budget hearing without a budget. The President's annual budget request is required by law. Understandably, it typically lags in the first year of any new administration, but the Department of Defense, I'm told, is not likely to submit its detailed budget materials until next month, which will make this one of the most delayed budgets ever. Meanwhile, our troops continue to operate under a full-year continuing resolution for the very first time in history. That legislation also cut billions of dollars in defense spending for the first time in recent memory. I should note the Senate was ready to end fiscal year 2025 in December, fiscal year 2025 appropriations in December. The Speaker refused, and the incoming administration did not object to a continuing resolution and its impact on DOD, which we warned about. So my message to my colleagues and the department is this: we need to stop making budget history. I firmly believe the chairman and I can craft a reasonable consensus defense appropriation bill with the help of our subcommittee members to provide what our troops need and deserve. Chairman McConnell and I see eye to eye about the challenges we face from Russia, China, DPRK, and Iran, on the importance of supporting and engaging with our allies around the world, on the need to strengthen innovation, invest in the defense base, and improve munitions production. I also firmly believe that Chair Collins and Vice Chair Murray can reach an agreement to fund the entire government in a responsible way. If others will put aside fringe ideas about unlimited presidential power and radical budget cuts. We have not yet really begun on our full-year budget process, but time is running out. We need accurate information from the department about its needs without OMB standing in your way. And we need a department willing to state publicly that continuing resolutions are harmful and unacceptable. We need a commitment from the executive branch to stop attacking our role and core functions, and a commitment from our colleagues to defend Congress's power of the purse. If we don't all step up to do these things, I fear we risk making more history for which we will not be judged well. I look forward to doing my part. Now to today's hearing on the Guard and Reserves. I'm a strong proponent of the Guard and Reserves. My own Delawareans serving across our state have done excellent work in service. It requires an extra level of commitment to keep one's civilian life and career going and to be ready and willing to drop all of it at any moment for your nation. For our part, Congress and this subcommittee must ensure each of the components testifying here today are trained, equipped, and ready to answer that call. This subcommittee has to ensure you are ready for a demanding conflict, especially in the Indo-Pacific, at the same time tending to domestic needs. We know the Southwest border deployments are taking more time and money, and I believe risk eating into readiness and training. I'm concerned our nation has crossed a red line by asking our military to serve effectively as law enforcement personnel domestically, something I will ask about during this hearing. Hurricane and wildfire season is also upon us, and I look forward to hearing from each of the witnesses about how you're balancing the demands, particularly the National Guard. I am concerned about the service's readiness and the 1-2 punch of cuts to your O&M accounts to pay for operations abroad and at the border, items normally covered in a supplemental, and the civilian hiring freeze and deferred resignation program. I understand your military technicians have been exempted from the hiring freeze, but OPM's requirement to personally approve every new civilian is creating significant hiring backlogs. I look forward to hearing how you're handling these. Last, about the state partnership program. As you know, General, one of my favorites. I think it is dollar for dollar one of the most effective ways we engage with the world. In closing, our country badly needs the Guard and Reserves to be fully equipped, fully trained, and part of the total force, and I look forward to doing my part to support you in that mission. I thank each of the witnesses for appearing before us, and thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your partnership. I look forward to this hearing.